He shocked us to death by saying that anybody over 50 has already begun the process of Alzheimer's. But there is hope. I've been really enjoying my conversations recently with Dr. Arnold Bresky. He is literally a world-famous expert on Alzheimer's, and he's been giving us sort of a 9-step program on how to provide a whole person-centered care for folks with Alzheimer's, and also how to prevent getting Alzheimer's ourselves. And he talked about a lot of science for us that I thought was really interesting, but things simple science, like just drink more water so our brains don't shrink, and using good nutrition and physical exercise. And then we talked about music therapy and having fun and laughter and getting a lot of sleep at night. But there's one thing that he says is very, very important about his program that was so important to me when I heard it that I wanted to make one video about it. And tell us about that.
Well, because mine is a holistic program, body, mind, and soul, spirit, if the soul is not well, we cannot have a good memory. And what keeps our soul well is having meaning and purpose in life. Meaning we usually get from belief in God. Purpose we get by doing good and righteous deeds. So for the last 12 years, I've had my Alzheimer patients doing something for other people. In fact, 12 years ago, I had people in El Molino in Pasadena knit blankets, and the Pasadena Fire Department gave it to the homeless people. And what I've just done a few weeks ago is start a new charity, Hands of Kindness, where I'm going to have Alzheimer patients throughout, in sunrises throughout Southern California, knit little caps for neonatal units for premature babies, bigger caps for chemotherapy patients, and little blankets for children who have been abandoned. So I'm going to give meaning and purpose to Alzheimer patients, and I believe their memories will get better.
Now, I think this is a fair question. It's a difficult question to ask, but if someone has Alzheimer's, are they going to forget why they're doing this? I mean, or do they just have a general sense that I'm doing something worthwhile?
The brain is hardwired for happiness, and even with severe Alzheimer's, we want to be happy. And so they will do things that will make them happy, like taking care of an animal, even with a plant. But motor skills stay to the end, so they remember how to knit and crochet. So this is not a hard problem for us. I just needed the Rotary. That's who's going to deliver these to hospitals throughout the United States. And some of the blankets will end up in El Salvador because they're short of blankets in the hospitals. So I'm going to have an Alzheimer patient throughout the United States helping other people. Isn't that wonderful?
I think it is wonderful. And you talk about the motor skills stay till the end. I know that I ran into an old friend of mine that I hadn't seen in 30 years, and we had done a dance in college together. He said, "Remember that dance we did?" And we remembered the motor skills, some deep memory recalled those intricate step patterns that we had learned for a particular dance.
Absolutely.
And so there are certain things in our bodies remember for us when our brains can't.
Right. And what we have to do is help the body out, because the function of our body is to repair and detoxify. And those are the two things I work on, and helping the soul helps that.
Helps that you sort of detoxify the soul while you're detoxifying the body. Isn't that wonderful? Once again, thank you so much for coming. And thank you for reminding us that even something as scary as Alzheimer's, 1 in 2 people by the time they're 85, you said, 85. Will have Alzheimer's. So it seems that something that it can be very frightening to people.
Yes.
You say, look, there's something, you've given us back some power, so you can control this, you can face this, and there's hope. And not only is there hope for us to deal with Alzheimer's, but in the process maybe even help somebody else.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Doctor. Thanks
My
again.
pleasure.
And please check out Dr. Bresky's website, which is mybraintuneup.com. Okay?
Thank you.
Very, very good advice. Thanks again.